Most electronics tremble when facing a little water. But this one is a little different. Or so we may think. The new HONOR X7d is designed for those who want a durable, all-around smartphone that can handle real-world spills, rain, and even the occasional dip. At just 9,999 pesos, the brand markets it as the most affordable water-resistant phone of 2025, featuring IP65M all-angle protection, a 6,500 mAh long-lasting battery, a Snapdragon chipset, and a 108-megapixel AI camera, all packed in a sleek and sturdy body. So, without further ado, let's get into it. At first glance, the HONOR X7d doesn't look like your typical rugged phone. On the contrary, it's far from it, but this isn't something new. HONOR's been boasting the rigidity for a lot of their more budget-friendly handsets in recent years, despite the arguably more premium look. Our unit is rocking the desert gold colorway, and to my eye, it kinda looks more like an original glazed donut, or even some mango ice cream sitting in a tub freshly taken out of the freezer. It sports a matte back panel with some HONOR branding situated on the lower center. Its camera module is kinda big with a very a la fruit phone design, but gets some textured gold accenting around it, which adds more flair, but can also cheapen the look depending on who you're talking to. Its mid-frame is made out of plastic with a metallic paint job. We get the volume rocker and power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner on the right, an AI assistant button on the left, ambient light sensor and secondary microphone on top, and a dual nano SIM card tray, primary mic for calls, USB Type-C port, and a speaker grill that houses 1 out of 2 stereo speakers. Its pair can be found in the call earpiece right above the punch hole selfie camera. The widely marketed IP65M rating is interesting. Typically, an IP65 rating means it can handle accidental splashes, rain, and even resistance to water jets, like a garden hose or even our toilet's bidet. The M refers to moving water, which doesn't necessarily mean we can immerse it in water, but HONOR says the phone should be able to withstand submersion of up to 0.5 meters for 1 minute. They've done a similar thing before with the HONOR X7c, which we deemed should have been better marketed as splash resistant, despite the marketing videos showing the phone underwater most of the time. If there's anything to go by, it's just because you can does not mean you should, because we don't think water damage is covered by the X7d's warranty either. Another good thing to note is it's also SGS 5-star drop resistance certified, which means it should be able to survive drops from up to 1.5 meters. Overall, for design, it's nothing spectacular. It's an average entry-level phone design in 2025 that should be able to withstand accidents during commutes and even rain on a motorcycle. The display bezels are kinda ugly with that chin at the bottom. Speaking of display, it sports a 6.77-inch TFT LCD panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of 800 nits. It's nothing to write home about, but it's definitely decent. If only it had a better widevine level, perhaps. It utilizes widevine level 3, which basically means streaming videos on YouTube caps the quality to 1080p, and any other video streaming service like Netflix plays back in 720p or HD viewing with no support for HDR and alike. So if you want a phone that delivers the best video streaming quality available, this is not one of them. Its redeeming quality here would have to be its stereo speakers. I get it, it's not actually the display, but it's part of the multimedia experience. I mean, audio did come before video after all. They deliver more than decent quality with a good soundstage filled with a lot of mids and highs with little to no bass present. End users can even max the volume out to 400%, which pronounces the highs even more, which can come in handy when listening to instructional tutorials or even a podcast. For biometrics, like I mentioned earlier, we have a side-mounted scanner that doubles as the power button and face unlock. The side-mounted scanner is left-handed friendly, and both unlocking options accurately and quickly unlock the phone as expected. We do believe that the fingerprint scanner is a more secure means of protection, but in terms of unlocking methods, both feel pretty quick. Moving back to the rear, the HONOR X7d comes with a 108 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel depth sensor with an 8 megapixel camera in front for selfies. For a phone under 10K, the photos come out alright. It's not replacing any DSLRs anytime soon, if that's how you wanted us to put it, but like any other camera, lighting is definitely key. Photos taken in ample lighting conditions come out very usable for most purposes today, and low light camera performance is just okay. The same can be said with portrait mode. Better lighting equals better cutout. Less light equals lesser results. Video capture is another thing we can refer to as decent. Resolution caps at 1080p at 30 frames per second for both the front and the back, with a useful dual view mode if users wanted to record themselves and what's in front of them at the same time. But it does cap to 720p capture. We also have AI tools like AI Eraser, AI Beauty, and AI Upscale to play around with in the edit that aren't too shabby either. I've tested AI Eraser with this photo because the telephone wires seemed a little distracting and the results speak for themselves. The HONOR X7d comes with Magic OS 9 based on Android 15 out of the box. It does come with pre-installed apps or suggested apps to download out of the box that are all easy enough to uninstall if not needed. The AI mobile assistant button does feel a little gimmicky when we take the time to see what we can do with it. I mean, to someone like me, it doesn't really add much use or functionality to the phone since we can already do all those things without it. But there is some novelty to when you think about people who aren't like me. Someone not as tech literate like seniors or those who'd rather not be bothered. Think of it like this. Don't know how to take a screenshot with your phone? Press the AI button and screenshot. Don't know how to turn on your flashlight? AI button. Ta-da! In that sense, it's kinda useful. Either way, the phone is more than usable for almost any app. We did run into some issues with Vulkan benchmarks, but it isn't the biggest deal. Under the hood, the HONOR X7d runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 685, a 6nm chipset found in many reliable mid-range phones with clock speeds that go up to 2.8 GHz. Our unit is configured with 8GB of physical memory with an additional 8GB of virtual RAM and 512GB of internal storage. That storage capacity is great to have because we do not get expandable storage on this device. For our benchmark results, it scored 511,048 points in Antutu and 10,096 points on PC Mark Work 3.0, which translates to smooth day-to-day use, quick multitasking, and reliable overall responsiveness. Storage speeds are very good in general, with read and write results coming in at 1,119 megabytes per second and 871 megabits per second respectively. While its 3D Mark Wildlife score of 661 points confirms that it's not built for heavy gaming, casual titles and multitasking run with no problem. For gaming, light games like Mobile Legends ran with ease, and we only really got it to as much as low graphics settings at 60 frames per second for Genshin Impact, which suggests it's only really good for dailies. Overall, the HONOR X7d proves efficient, cool running, and surprisingly snappy for a phone under 10K, which is perfect for everyday users who value stability. Back to one of its real highlights, the 6500 mAh lithium polymer battery with 35-watt HONOR Supercharge. It's not the biggest capacity we've seen, but boy is it big. We don't get 3-day battery life like some are suggesting, but we did get an impressive 16 hours and 27 minutes from our PC Mark Work 3.0 battery test, and a whopping 20 hours and 7 minutes in our video loop test. These are great scores, especially with normal usage. Charging from 0 to 100% with the included brick took just about an hour and a half. In our opinion, this phone is pretty great in terms of longevity, especially for motorcycle couriers. Moving on, well, it's pretty basic in terms of connectivity. We get Wi-Fi 5 standards, Bluetooth 5.0, GPS, NFC, and only up to 4G LTE data connectivity. Oh, and the USB Type-C is a 2.0 port. Wrapping this video up, priced at 9,999 pesos, the HONOR X7d stands out as another affordable smartphone that can stand the test of the elements in a commute and everyday use. It's durable, powerful enough, and battery life is pretty good. If you've ever lost a phone to water or accidental drops, the HONOR X7d in general can handle those. It's interesting to see how much phone we can get from HONOR in 2025 with a piso shy of 10,000 pesos. One thing's for sure though, it delivers the essentials pretty well, making it a great affordable gift for someone who needs a basic smartphone, maybe for that inaanak or whoever. What did you guys think of the HONOR X7d? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, found it informative, educational, or helpful, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit youtech.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this was the HONOR X7d, Miguel T, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.